Right, so we are back for another video. I didn't think I was going to be making any more of these, but honestly, lockdown is dragging out so much right now. So I wanted to give you guys as many ideas as possible before lockdown finishes. Because we're all bored, I'm bored, you're bored. Take some photos, stay creative. If you're not following my Instagram, make sure you're following me there because I post there pretty much all the time. You can follow me at creative.gains. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I don't want you missing out on any of my future videos. Right, so for my first photo idea, basically I'm going to get a light bulb. It's going to be dark in here. I'm going to get the light bulb and get a torch or some sort of light source behind it and make sort of like a long exposure light trail behind it, and hopefully it'll look cool. Yeah, let's try it. First of all, I need to get a light bulb. Right, so I've got the bulb. I decided to go for a clear bulb. There's obviously loads of different types. I wanted like a normal size bulb and I made sure it was clear because I want to be able to see the lights coming through it. So yeah, let's just set up now. Right, I've switched over to the phone camera now. Sorry if it's a little bit poorer quality. Basically I'm set up now. I've got my drone case here just to use as a stand. I've got the light bulb on top and I've set my camera up on a tripod just like this. If I can get this to turn on. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a long exposure, probably around 2 seconds, maybe 1.5 seconds, and just see how that goes. Okay, so now we're on a 3.5 second shutter, so let's give this a go. I know that one didn't go well actually, we'll try that again. Honestly, getting those photos was completely out of my comfort zone. I've never done like sort of like product photography. I've never done that sort of photography anyway. So yeah, definitely out of my comfort zone. But honestly, I think they turned out really well. If you want to see the photos or if you want to see any of these photos, stick around to the end of the video because I'll be talking about them then. Right, so this next photo idea should be quite a creative one. Basically, all you're going to need is your camera and a mirror. And what the idea is I'm going to try and get like an inception effect on the photo. So I'm going to hold my camera up to the mirror, take the photo, and then I'm going to use Photoshop to replicate that photo inside the lens multiple times. Probably not the best explanation, but hopefully I can show you and you'll understand. It should be quite an easy one. Right, so the mirror that I've decided to use is going to be the one on the side of my car. I would call it a wing mirror. And yeah, just so it adds a little bit more depth. So I've got like the, I can kind of use the reflection of the car as well on the side of it. And yeah, hopefully it just looks cool. Now I've got the feeling to get the angle right, I'm going to have the door open and the window down. So we'll just do that now. So I'm thinking something like this. If I stand here with the camera into the mirror, I should get a nice bit of reflection of the paint as well. Now the thing that you want to remember most when you're taking these photos is to make sure you've got the very end of the lens in focus. You don't want your hand in focus, you don't want your face in focus. Literally just make sure the end of the lens is in focus because that's going to be the priority of the photo. That's the bit that's going to be photoshopped out. Right, so my third and final photo of this video is, again, going to be quite a simple one. I did one like this literally in my last video or the video before where I took a photo from inside the tumble dryer. This time we're going to be switching it up a little bit and I'm going to be taking a photo from inside the dishwasher and basically just going to get a photo of me loading dishes. I know it sounds kind of simple and boring, but actually it turns out quite good. Right, so I'm thinking to get a little bit more depth in this photo as well, what I can do is pull these out and hopefully I can get this camera with the tripod on it in the back there, and because there's more of this coming forward I should be able to get more of it in frame. Right, so this is currently the setup I've got going on. I've put some cutlery in there, I've put some plates in there, I've got my camera in a tripod at the back. I took off the top layer here because the camera wouldn't have fit otherwise. And yeah, we're gonna get some photos like this. Okay, so trying to get that photo turned out a lot longer than expected. It took a lot of messing around with the manual focus, trying to get this area here in focus and not me. And also a lot of shuffling around of the plates and things like that to try and get it to look evenly distributed. But yeah, pretty happy with how it eventually turned out. Yeah, I'm just going to move on to the review of the photos now. Now, the first set of photos with the light bulb. Obviously in editing I'm not really a fan of the warmer colours, so I brought down the temperature slider into the blues, just give it a little bit more of a cooler tone and a bit more of like a futuristic type feel, I guess, especially with like the light paintings in the background. I suppose if you wanted to do a little bit less editing you could just use a cooler light to start with. I just couldn't be bothered, so I just used the warm light and changed it in post. The next photo that I got, obviously I wanted to go for the Inception sort of effect, so you've got like multiple images in one. I don't think I did a good job of explaining it in the video, but hopefully this photo can kind of show you what I meant. I feel like this effect just makes a simple photo look a bit more eye-catching. If I was scrolling through Instagram and I seen a photo like this, obviously it would catch my eye because it's just different, it's not something that you see all the time. The final photo inside the dishwasher, this one caused me a lot of trouble because I literally spent about half hour trying to get this photo. I was sorting out the dishes, I was trying to get them in the right places, and then because I've got a Sony a7 III, it's not got a flip out screen, so I was, you know, pulling the camera out, refocusing it, putting it back in, over and over and over and over again. But eventually we got it and I came out with this photo. Super happy with it. This is pretty much exactly what I was going for. I wish I had a little bit of a smaller tripod so I could fit that top row of dishes in just to give it a little bit more depth. But no, it turned out fine. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. I've actually got a little bit of a change coming to my videos just to get a few more of you involved in this creative community. So every time you upload a photo, whether it's urban photography, street photography, creative photography, portrait photography, if you upload it and use the hashtag creative gains, what I'm going to be doing is each episode, just quickly, I'm going to be scrolling through and finding a photo that I like using that hashtag, and I will feature it on my videos. So if you want a little bit more exposure, or you want, I don't know, if you just want to join in on the community, then try it out, why not? The first time I'll be doing that will be in my next video, next week some point. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and make sure you subscribed. As I said before, check out my Instagram, make sure you use the hashtag, and yeah, just stay creative. I hope you have a good one, guys. I will catch you in the next one.